The American actor Chris Evans was best known for his charismatic performances in superhero movies but also earned praise for his deft dramatic and comic performances. Today I'm going to tell you about the amazing lifestyle of Chris Evans. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Before we begin, if you don't subscribe yet, please subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified of our upcoming videos. Evans has purchased some of the most luxurious homes. Evans bought a $1.2 million Hollywood Hills home when he was still known for playing the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four. Chris Evans was a pretty solid choice in 2007. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,386 square feet, a gourmet kitchen, and a private deck make this a great starter home. There is also a private spa and lots of space. The home reinforces the notion that he's a humble man, but not too humble. As soon as the Avengers money started coming in, he sold the home for $1.4 million. For $3.52 million, he bought a ranch-style, 4,599 square foot mid-century home. This home was built in 1940 and has been greatly renovated since it was built on a nearly acre piece of prime Laurel Canyon real estate. The house has 3 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a pool, a hot tub, and what appears to be a yoga space. The real selling point of this house is its stunning view. Seeing the sunrise from that place with a cup of coffee would be an ideal way to spend those Marvel millions. Boston's $3.5 million paradise, it has been reported, has largely been abandoned since the pandemic began. Evans decided that once it became clear that people would spend most of their time indoors, he would stay at his Boston apartment. Chris decided to stay close to home during the pandemic. Originally from Boston, he moved in with his brother Scott. Little is known about the private Little Evans Brothers estate, but we do know that Chris considers it his home. Working on Jacob's defense in Boston was basically just like any other 9-to-5 job. Even before he showed up for dinner, he would call his mother to let her know he was coming. You can expect to see him more in Boston. Now that he has turned 40, it is rumored that he is looking for a relationship. Well, it's pretty cute that he bunks with his brother. I hope he finds a nice Boston home soon. You probably hoped Chris Evans would own a great collection of motorcycles if you're a Captain America fan like me. After all, Steve Rogers certainly owned a few Harleys. Sorry to disappoint, but Evans explicitly stated that if given the choice, he would rather ride a horse than a motorcycle. Chris Evans' car collection has all of the flash and surprising modesty you would not expect from someone who is worth $80 million. It is Chris' Lexus ES350 that gets the most attention. He often drives around with his dates in this classy and comfortable car. It sells for about $40,000, which is pretty reasonable for the star of a mega franchise that has made more than $23 billion. Chris Evans drives an Audi like his co-star Tom Holland, but that's his most humble vehicle. Tom was the spokesperson for Audi and has acquired 5 of them. Evans doesn't like them all that much, but he came back for a second helping. The first is his Audi A8L. A vehicle that has also been driven by MCU star Angelina Jolie. The vehicle has a supercharged 333 horsepower 30-liter V6 engine. Chris's choice illustrates that he loves a smooth ride more than anything else, and that he is willing to pay up to $86,000 for the privilege. But one can only remain humble for so long. He has appeared in 3 of the 10 highest-grossing films of all time. Thus, the urge to get a flashier car could only be resisted for a limited period of time. Thus, we come to the Audi R8. He is not known for driving a spacious, luxurious vehicle. It has 2 seats and is capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. It will also reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. That is the kind of vehicle that proclaims, "I am still humble." In case you forgot, I am Captain America. If that does not make the point, his Chevrolet Suburban probably does at $75,000. It's not the kind of car who would expect a movie star to drive. Obviously, if it is embellished in the style of Captain America's Mobile, it does live up to the high standards of Hollywood. He showed up on the red carpet with his drivable trailer for Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The reason for the car? It looks just like the vehicle that Nick Fury drove in Winter Soldier. Surely Evans had the car equipped with bulletproof windows and a machine gun turret because he likes to commit crimes. However, none of these are my favorites. My favorite is his Chevrolet Camaro. I think Steve Rogers would only drive this car, and it has a pretty cool story about Iron Man himself. In contrast to Evans, Robert Downey Jr. does not have a modest car collection like Tony Stark. He has no problem spending serious cash on Corvettes, Ferraris, and Bentleys. Tony Stark would probably find it a little low-key to drive. Nevertheless, he has an obvious taste for quality cars. Choosing the perfect Avengers present for his superhero BFF was a labor of love for him. It cost $275,000 to modify and restore a 1967 Chevy Camaro RS. Several special touches were added to mark the end of their Avengers journey. The Steve Rogers Special Edition features a cap shield steering wheel, army green coloring, and a plaque. Yeah, that's going to be hard to beat. In terms of flying, Evans has made it clear he won't board with the rest of us. Private jet life is something he takes plenty of pictures of. The studios will likely pick up the tab when he's jetting off to avenge, but he'd have to pay at other times. Prices range from $1,300 to $3,000 per flying hour. Flying to infinity and beyond isn't cheap. Evans is known for being very candid about his anxiety, and it's easy to see why. Evans faces a great deal of pressure to keep his brand alive. Therefore, he has hired a team to make sure Chris Evans remains one of the best names in Hollywood, even after Captain America. Obviously, the first thing he needs is a personal trainer to keep those pecs in shape so that no Peggy Carter could resist them. No one else but Simon Watterson was qualified for that job. You don't recognize that name? How about someone you know? That's James Bond. Yes, the former Royal Marine sculpted the bodies of Steve Rogers and Daniel Craig. His decks are among the best in the business. I think it's not an exaggeration. He also gave Adam Driver the legendary Kylo Ren bod. I think that proves it pretty clearly. How much does a personal trainer like this cost? Well, high-end Hollywood trainers can charge up to $500 per session. I'd say that's money well spent. When you have to walk down the red carpet with someone like Chris Hemsworth, big muscles aren't enough. Ilaria Urbanati was hired as his personal stylist. Her skills sum up to her being the woman to hire if you want to look like a modern Prince Charming. She also created Tom Hiddleston's signature style, which is legendary. Evan has found that to be quite a challenge. Since he has a bro attitude and a face that can blend in with the 85 other blonde Chris's in Hollywood, she dresses him in softly colored tuxedos that emphasize his warmth and kindness. They can earn as much as $1,000 a day. Evans is apparently a fan of Disney and arranges trips to their theme parks frequently with his family. On average, a family spends $4,000 to $7,500 on a Disney vacation. With Captain America paying the bill, there's no telling how much more you can spend. I think Evans' dog, Dodger, is the one thing he cherishes the most. He posts on social media mostly about staying in with Dodger most of the time. He probably did not spend any money on the dog. He probably bought him toys worth at least tens of thousands just for the toys. Hollywood is not unusual for this type of thing to happen. Millions of dollars are being thrown at him for projects like The Little Shop of Horror, so I expect we'll be talking again soon. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to hear more videos from our channel, subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell icon.